Alright, so we have a cliff, something to talk about still. We're still talking about this. Still the same thing. So excuse me, apparently YouTube is still doing this. They haven't fixed anything. They're not getting any better with it. Again, if I put in a report to YouTube, if I put in a report to YouTube, they don't do anything. In fact, things often get worse. My streams get interrupted more. Things just get worse. So essentially, that's why, like, for those of you who might not have been around too long on the channel, you know, like watching the channel, might not know what's going on. If I report things to YouTube, man, it gets worse. Almost like that report gives them something they wanted that they didn't know, so they can harass me even more. It really is this bad. This is something that's been happening. Like I said previously, this has been happening for a long time. Basically, ever since I've been live streaming on the platform, and talking about my goals, talking about what I want to get done and stuff like that. Anytime I talk about goals, anytime I talk about we're gonna do this, we have problems. So it's very obvious that I'm being singled out. YouTube has decided they do not want, they just decided this. No reason. It's not like way back the first time these things happened, I was upset, and stuff like that. No, we're talking about how like years later this crap's still happening, and now, obviously, like, we're way past, upset about this. Like, this shouldn't have been happening this amount of time. It should never happen. And yet they're just harassing me, singling me out, yada yada yada. So anyway, it's still happening. And just so you guys know, those streams that we talked about, well, one of them was fixed, but one of them is still not fixed, and it's conveniently the one where it says every time I use YouTube, and that's locked at 0 likes, even though it's not at 0 likes. So it's very obvious that they're causing problems for the streams where we discuss things about YouTube specifically. It's very obvious that that's what's happening there. So there's a little bit of an update. Again, this has been going on for a long time. It's nothing new. It's just getting way worse. In the middle of the road, dude, you block the whole road. You got this giant tractor, and you block the entire road. Turn so that I can't pass you. Jackass. Man, these giant tractors that take up like the entire road and destroy the pavement really shouldn't be allowed on the road anyway. But the fact that like the area depends so much on farming, like obviously you gotta let it, but like when they do stuff like that, it's like, oh, flat out, people driving tractors around here, sometimes they're just fine, just like any normal driver, and Sometimes they're extremely rude, cut you off. And then again, they have the biggest thing in the world. Like, you run into that thing, man. Some awkward spike is going through your head, you know? Like, you can't run into that thing. It's a gigantic piece of equipment. But anyway, yep. It's still happening. So, even specifically that stream, every time I use YouTube, yeah, I mean, it's still happening. Still. So yeah, likes locked at 0, even though it's not. Even though it's not 0, stuff like that. Yeah. Crap like that. So yeah. Every time I use YouTube, yeah, you know, all these problems. Again, like if I do long form content, usually if I do long form content, they eventually, like sometime in stream, they completely cut the stream up, break the stream up, hack my internet. Basically, my entire internet goes down. It's ridiculous. And yeah, it's not like, we're not talking about like using too much of it. We're not talking about like anything else using it like too much, yada yada yada. We're talking about many tests, years and years of doing this, and it's still the same crap. I still wind up with the same answer. It's YouTube. Alright, well. Anyway, the point is, still having problems on YouTube. Just so you guys know. Yeah. Likes locked at 0. Even you know, like when we like it, we sit there and prove that it's like, you know, it's not even just the updating thing. It's not even just the updating thing. If we're talking about, even though it updates, it still does that. Like, I'll still go back to it and it still has the problem where it's locked at 0. Even though once in a while it updates. Like, they're just like fooling you. They're just like trying to trick you into thinking they're fixing it. So that's what they're doing. And there's a few streams right now that are still like that. Like I said, the last one, every time I use YouTube, it's still like that. Yep, still like that. Interesting. Very interesting. So, that's all there is to it. That's all I wanted to tell you guys, really. Yeah, but yeah, that stuff's still happening. So that was interesting. I was sitting in the parking lot, and this lady that was I looked like she was talking on the phone. Was sitting in her car, and she just kept staring at me. And then like usually if I'm streaming or something, people look and then like they realize what I'm doing and then they mind their business or whatever. But like I don't know, like she was just like just kept staring. This like I always like it not like in a bad like I you know what I mean, not in a bad way or bad thing or anything. I'm just saying like why, like what was so, I guess alluring? I don't know. Just like kept looking back, just kept staring. And then like after I was turned facing her direction, she still kept like looking back and staring. It's very interesting. But she was just sitting in her car talking on the phone, not really doing anything. Well, anyway, like I said, that was pretty much what I wanted to tell you guys. So yeah, and it's still happening. Like I said, there's still a couple streams with it happening, going on right now. But anyway, thanks for